How you guys doing tonight? This is Felonious Bitcoin coming at you guys from the Holiday Inn in Longview, Texas. Now, this video isn't aimed towards mainly government corruption this time. It's more to do with insider trading, people selling their stocks days before the coronavirus outbreak and buying into other stocks, specifically Citrix Systems Incorporated. Now, the reason that I'm bringing this up is because I was watching an interview with Carlson Tucker and Kelly Loeffler where he was basically asking her questions about, like, why did you sell your stocks days before the coronavirus outbreak? And then, like any good, politician, they always try to, twist the words and, change things up. So she basically gave a convoluted answer, no straight answer, saying that, like, she has financial advisors do all her trading and everything for her. But, that's a bunch of shit. It really is, because she's the one at the end of the day that's profiting. She's the one at the end of the day that is supposed to be in a position of power to help the people, and she's doing it for her own personal gain. So I think that's a problem with the system, and I think, this Constitution that we have should stay in place. We shouldn't have a new one, but there should be some sort of stipulations made that limits government. You know what I mean? In regards to, if they do insider trading, if they do benefit to some degree, it shouldn't be off of the backs of the working people. You know what I mean? And if they do get caught from an independent panel of people that don't get paid, because, how do you know that these people are genuine in their reasoning behind being in government? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't have these senators and congressmen, that serve terms for their whole entire lives and expect that they're going to stay genuine to the American people, because, eventually there's going to come a time where they want more. You know what I mean? They want more power. And every government is always like that. And I'm not talking about corruption this time. I'm saying something factual. It is always the way it is. Every government wants more power, and that is the truth. So how do we stop this? Now, my suggestion would be to add in, some sort of stipulation to the Constitution that says something along the lines that if Congress or the Senate or the presidential, person gets caught insider trading, they should be hung for treason, because that's exactly what it is. They should be executed publicly. That way it deters other psychopaths that think they're going to get one over on everybody else to basically turn around and run the other way. Because, are they going to put their lives on the line? Of course not. Psychopaths only care about themselves. They don't care if they're hurting other people. If you know anything about psychopaths, you know this to be true. So this is what I mean. The people in power, sure, I know that there's a lot of psychopaths that are good at their jobs, sure, and they're without feelings, right? So they're very successful in that regard. But you can't run a country, a country or a world full of people and families and not have feelings about that, because going around killing millions of people is not going to help anybody, and this is what I'm talking about. These people, these corporations, they're all benefiting off of the backs of everybody else with the insurance policies, the way the laws are written up. It's always designed to empower and enrich the top 0.01 percenters. It's, nothing is left for us. You know what I mean? We get the crumbs at the end, if there's even any left. So, anyways, going back to the topic, Kelly Loeffler ended up selling all her shares days before the coronavirus outbreak, and then miraculously, she ended up buying into Citrix Systems very heavily a couple of days later. So this was right before the coronavirus outbreak. Isn't that something? Like, how did she know? Where do you get that kind of four-leaf clover shoved up your ass? Because I'd like one. You know what I mean? Because that is just some shit right there. Talk about crazy luck. Obviously we all know that's not the case. When she went into that meeting with everybody else, Richard Burr, who obviously also conveniently sold off all his stocks, and then into Citrix Systems as well. It's like, at least some people, some good people in Congress still paying attention, to what these people are doing, because we're getting to a point where most of our civil liberties are going to be stripped from us. As a matter of fact, I'm here down in Longview, Texas tonight, and I got to tell you, tomorrow is when our mandatory lockdown starts. I mean, we'll still be able to go out, and it's not exactly martial law quite yet. The governor basically said you can go out and, do your normal daily activities, but try to limit it as much as possible because of the, obviously spreading contagious virus that's going around. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Citrix work from home, Citrix Systems Incorporated is a work from home solution. And, she's a senator in Georgia, and Richard Burr, another senator. You know what I mean? So do you think that they're stupid that they didn't have a clue about what was going to happen next? Of course they did. Of course they did. But this is what I mean. We have a system that is so corrupt right now where most of the people are pissed off about it, and only the top 0.001 percenters are happy about it. So that's where you have your disparity between, populations. You know what I mean? Most of us are upset with this system. So what's going to happen is the system has to change. You know what I mean? It's not going to have a choice because you look at the rest of the world, all the riots going on, and people standing up against their governments and banks. Of course, it has to change. You can't just keep going like you are and expect to get away with that kind of shenanigans. It's, unsustainable. It really is. And how are you going to enforce a completely enslaved population? How? I mean, you can't. It's impossible. So why do they even bother trying? And the answer is that they're psychopaths. You know what I mean? These people that are good at talking, they're wordsmiths. They're good at making you sympathize with them and how they feel. And they're good at sympathizing with your views, but without actually ever following it through. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that you got to be careful of. What are these people saying and what are these people doing? Pay attention to their actions more than their words. And then you'll know what kind of person they are, what kind of politician they are, if they have your best interests in mind. So anyways, guys, I'm getting tired. And I want you guys to stay safe tonight. Stay safe for the rest of your lives. You know what I mean? Make good decisions and spread good information. Be your own best asset and keep on preparing. You know what I mean? You can never be too careful, especially today with everything going on in the world. I mean, you do it for your sake, do it for your family's sake. And, karma, that's the way I look at it. If you do good things come back to you. If you do fucked up things, fucked up shit is going to happen to you. So anyways, guys, Felonious Bitcoin here. I would really appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe my video. And please, if you can, let me know how you guys are doing down in the comment section. Let me know how it is in your area. Have you seen the grocery stores continuing to deplete their inventory? Have you seen less people when you go out? Have you seen people upset? Military, anything like that, demeanors. What's people's attitude like? But anyways, guys, I hope you guys stay safe and have an awesome night, and God bless you all. Take care.